Hello everyone. In this video, we'll discuss about the types of normal and abnormal hemoglobins. Okay, in our previous videos, we talked about the structure and functional aspects of hemoglobin and the effect of pH and carbon dioxide on binding capacity of oxygen to hemoglobin and the importance of 2,3-BPG. So we'll talk about the various hemoglobins that do exist. Okay, so first thing is HbA1. It is known as adult hemoglobin, and all the hemoglobins, okay, they vary in composition of globin chains. Okay, so alpha chains, beta chains, gamma chains, delta chains. So based on these compositions and variations, different hemoglobins. Okay, so HbA1 is popularly known as adult hemoglobin. It consists of 2 alpha chains and 2 beta chains. Okay, and the minor form, that one is HbA2. Here in place of beta chains, okay, it has got delta chains. Okay, it has got delta chains. So in HbA1, 2 alpha chains, 2 beta chains. In HbA2, 2 alpha chains and 2 delta chains in place of beta chains, as in HbA1. In HbA2, beta chains are replaced by delta chains, and only 2.5% of HbA2 exists in total of population. And second category, that is fetal hemoglobin, that indicated with the short form HbF. Okay, when the baby is in the uterine of the mother, okay, it consists RBC cells, so it has got that is hemoglobin, which is in form of HbF. Okay, HbF is a major hemoglobin found in fetus and in newborn. It consists of 2 alpha and 2 gamma chains. So HbA1 consists 2 alpha chains, 2 beta chains. HbA2 consists 2 alpha chains, 2 delta chains, whereas HbF consists 2 alpha chains and 2 gamma chains. Okay, after birth, the gamma subunits replaced by beta chains and becomes HbA1. Okay, and other form, glycated hemoglobin. So what is glycated hemoglobin? So it is abnormal hemoglobin where excess of glucose, okay, whereas excess of glucose or carbohydrate try to attach with the hemoglobin and forms glycated hemoglobin. So, and what is the importance of this HbA1c, glycated hemoglobin? Okay, measurement of HbA1c is an indicator of how effectively the blood glucose levels have been regulated over the period of 2 to 3 months. Okay, and for better monitoring of type 2 diabetes, this is one of the parameter indicator, okay, useful in monitoring of diabetes. Okay, glycated hemoglobin HbA1c is one of the type of hemoglobin. Okay, it's not genetical, but it's a modified. Okay, if the person is diabetic, okay, who is severe, okay, whose blood glucose levels are not regulated, okay, so in that condition hemoglobin will be glycated. So this is known as glycated hemoglobin. You see here in the picture, non-enzymatic addition of glucose to hemoglobin, how glucose is attached to hemoglobin. So we are all aware globin chains have distal histidine molecules, or else like you can say every globin chain has got 2 ends, carboxy terminal end, amino terminal end, and this amino terminal end plays major role in attachment or link with glucose. So table form to compare different types of hemoglobins. HbA, the composition is alpha 2 beta 2, HbA2 alpha 2 delta 2, HbF alpha 2 and gamma, that means gamma chains. Okay, so 98% of adults contain HbA1 and HbA2 is like you can say 2% of total population. Okay, and this HbA2 levels will be elevated in beta thalassemia conditions, and it is normal. HbF is a normal one. Okay, which is present in fetus, and this is also increased in case of like beta thalassemia. So these are all the types of various forms of hemoglobin that do exist in our population. Thanks for listening. Thank you.